everyone. Welcome to BAC CHARLIE Meeting. This meeting is being streamed online via the CAAP YouTube account. Please acknowledge once your name is called. Attorney Roberto Martin Benaventura.
Present.
Lieutenant Colonel Valentino Junela.
Present online.
Miss Jocelyn Ching.
Present.
Miss Amneris Gabriel. Miss Diana Ines Briñas.
Present online.
Good afternoon, ma'am. And our end user from the ADMS, Architect Emerson Salas. For the BAC Technical Working Group, we have Attorney Frank Edward Marty.
Present online.
Attorney Delisa Irugin.
Present po online.
Engineer Hubert Damat. Engineer Hubert Damatak. Engineer Michael Macabenta. Engineer Lolita Hubay.
Present online.
Engineer Jofer and Joseph Torrefranca. And Miss Maria Cristina Balonan. Sir, for the BAC Secretariat, we have our overall head. Afternoon, ma'am. We have our overall head, Dr. Rolly Bayaban, Irish Presyon, Miss Medina Reyes, Mr. Sonny Villabert, and our minutes taker for today's meeting, Miss Holly Pasano, and the other members of the BAC Secretariat, as well as our observers from the DOTR, Mr. Abel Torre, from the IAS, Miss Maria Jean Velasco, from the COA, and the Procurement Division.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
We also sent our letters. Good afternoon, sir. We also sent our invitation letters to the PCCI, sir. That's all, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you, Attorney Irish. With that, let's already proceed with the items in the agenda. So what do you have for today?
Attorney Irish, you're on mute.
Sir, for today, we have the presentation of bid evaluation report for the General Santos Airport Development Project, calendar year 2021, completion of expansion and rehabilitation of existing passenger terminal building and construction of other airport facilities, amounting to 96,100,840 pesos and 44 centavos, an ADMS DOTR downloaded project. This will be presented by the TWG head, Attorney Frank Marty, sir.
Permission to proceed with the presentation, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, Attorney Frank.
So, Attorney Irish, can you confirm if you can now see my screen?
Yes po. Palakihan lang konti, attorney.
Thank you. Okay. On behalf of the Technical Working Group, I will be presenting the results of the bid evaluation for the project General Santos Airport Development Project CY 2021. This is for the completion of the expansion and rehabilitation of existing passenger terminal building and the construction of other airport facilities. So the approved budget for the contract is 96,100,840 pesos and 44 centavos, and the bids were opened last December 22. So for the background, there were 5 companies or prospective bidders who intend to participate, signify their intention to participate by procuring the bid documents. And these are Vicente Tilao Construction, BM Marketing, Rely Construction Supply, Arsinwe Commercial Corporation in joint venture with Pader Construction and Supply, and FFJJ Construction. And all these 5 bidders submitted their bid proposal within the prescribed period, and the submitted bids were opened and checked in the presence of bidders' representatives. So during the opening of bids, a preliminary examination of the submitted proposals was conducted using the non-discretionary pass-fail criteria. So of the 5 bidders, only 3 were initially rated as passed for having submitted all the required documents as specified in the checklist. Arsinwe Commercial Corporation joint venture with Pader was disqualified for failure to submit a special pickup license, a requirement for the joint venture, while Rely Construction was also disqualified for submitting a bids without the required signature or initials. And to date, we have not any motion for reconsideration from these two bidders. So for those proposal which were initially rated as passed, the technical working group recommended for the conduct of a bid evaluation, and this was duly approved by the BAC. So here are the findings of the evaluation. Three bidders. The lowest submitted bid is from FFJJ. Next is from BM and BM Marketing, and third lowest is from Vicente Tinlao Construction. In the process of the evaluation of the financial document, sorry, the proposals of FFJJ Construction and BM Marketing were found incomplete and will be recommended for disqualification later on. While the proposal of Vicente Tilao, the calculated bid is in the amount of 91,257,830 pesos and 16 centavos. The proposal of Vitilao is complete, considered as a single calculated bid, and the calculated bid is below the ABC of the project. So at this point, Mr. Chair, I will show the ground for the disqualification of FFJJ Construction. For the FFJJ Construction, this is the requirement for item 5.1A under equipment, portable welding machine with a capacity of 10 to 200 amperes and H-frame, 2 pieces frame, 2 pieces cross brace, 4 pieces joint pin, and catwalk with a GI measuring 0.5 by 1.8 meters. Ito po yung submission ni FFJJ. So, kulang po siya ng hindi po niya na-indicate etong 2 pieces cross brace at saka 4 pieces joint. Yung cross brace. Nandito pala yung cross brace. Yung ano po pala ang wala sa kanya, yung H-frame. Another non-compliance of FFJJ is yung etong requirement po ng loop hanger. Naka-indicate po sa kanya pieces yung requirement po natin na loop hanger in sets po. So these the quantity is not equivalent to our requirement. Another item for the FFJJ. So yung requirement, ito po yung the whole requirement po natin para sa escalator. Kailangan po yung ito po pala. So this is our requirement sa kanya. Kulang po yung description niya dito sa requirement po. In short, there are 3 items, non-compliant items sa proposals ni FFJJ. For BM Marketing naman po, yung requirement po natin for 1 bagger concrete mixer, specific po tayo, it is 1 cubic meter. Yung submission ni BM Marketing, 1 bagger concrete mixer, wala po siyang capacity. So it might be na lower in capacity yung magiging i-provide niya or higher. Well, this is not responsive to our requirements. So with that, the technical working group is now recommending for the BAC to disqualify that the bid proposals of FFJJ Construction and BM Marketing be disqualified for offering an incomplete bid, while and also we are recommending that the bid proposal of Vicente Tilao Construction to undergo post-qualification process for being evaluated and considered as single calculated bid in the amount of 91,257,830 pesos and 16 centavos for the General Santos Airport Development Project CY 2021 for consideration and approval of the committee, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you for that presentation, Attorney Frank. So we have here the bid evaluation report of the TWG for this project, and can you flash the recommendation? So there are two recommendations, which is the first one is for the disqualification of FG Construction and BM Marketing for having submitted incomplete bid, and secondly for the conduct of post qualification to the next evaluated bid that have passed the pass or fail criteria of the opening of bids and bid evaluation, which is Vicente Tilao Construction. Do we have any comments from our members? If there's none, maybe we can have a motion, please.
Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes, ma'am.
I move that to adopt the TWG recommendation first for the disqualification of the bid proposals of FFJJ Construction and BM Marketing, and second, for the bid proposal of Vicente Tilao to undergo post qualification.
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Naka-off pala yung mic the whole time. Okay. Let me just repeat it. There being a motion duly seconded, the recommendation is hereby adopted. First, for the disqualification of FJG Construction and BM Marketing for having submitted incomplete bid, and secondly, for the conduct of post-qualification evaluation for the bid of Vicente Tilao Construction. The motion is hereby carried. Can we, Attorney Frank and Attorney Irish, let's just please arrange the necessary notifications for these for these disqualifications in particular, and
Yes.
for the notice for the post qualification. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Let's proceed, please.
The next project, Mr. Chair, is for the Catbalogan Airport Development Project. CY 2021, construction of control tower building, administration building, powerhouse, transformer yard, and site development. So we also opened the bid last December 22, and the approved budget for the contract of this project is 101,130,438 pesos and 50 centavos. So four bidders, prospective bidders, signified their intention to participate. These are Octagon Concrete Solutions, VC Construction and Supply, Prime Gigabuild Construction, and Pablo Labas Construction Corporation. Of the four interested bidders, only two submitted their bid proposals, and during the opening of bids, all the submitted proposals were initially rated as passed for having submitted the required documents as specified in the checklist. So the recommendation of the TWG for the conduct of evaluation, a bid evaluation, was approved by the BAC. So for the findings, all the bid proposals will be recommended for disqualification for having submitted an incomplete bid, and these are the items, non-complying items of the bidders. For the Prime Gigabuild Construction, so the CAAP, sorry, sir. Yeah. Wait. for sorry, Mr. Chair. For the prime gigabuild construction, the wait, sorry. I think nag-adjust po yung sorry, sorry. For the prime gigabuild construction, the requirement for equipment is 1 lot, pero yung nilagay po nila, yung submission po nila is for equipment 13 months, and with yung quantity is 13, yung unit is months. So this is not responsive to our requirement. The next item for non-complying item of prime gigabuild is the requirement for oxygen and acetylene. The unit as indicated in the bid documents is set, pero yung submission po ni prime gigabuild is tank. And another item of non-compliant item is yung sa etong 4 items of DRSB grade 60 and 40. Yung requirement po natin, yung unit is pieces, pero yung submission po nila is kilos. While for the VCD construction, first is yung sa Portland cement. Sa atin, we specifically require yung Portland cement would be in 40 kilograms bag per bag. Ang submission nila, wala silang in-indicate na specification. While sa gravel naman po, we are specific na it should be on a 3/4. Sa kanila, walang submission. Kung walang naka-indicate kung ano po yung sa gravel. So, with that, Mr. Chair, considering that no bidders, considering the non-compliance of both bidders who were initially rated as passed during the opening of bids, the technical working group hereby recommends that the bid proposal of Prime Gigabuild Construction Corporation and VCD Construction Supply be disqualified for offering an incomplete bid. And we further recommend that the BAC CHARLIE to declare a failure of bidding, considering that the all submitted bids fail to comply the requirements, and also for the rebidding of this project, Mr. Chair. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Attorney Frank. So we have a recommendation. Can we flash it?
Sir, nasa screen na po, sir.
It's not showing on mine. This is still the old one. This is the Jensen.
Wait, sir. I'll reshare, sir. Sir, can you see now the recommendation, sir? Attorney Irish,
Showing. It says,
Yes.
it says presenting your screen, pero naka-freeze lang.
Attorney Catbalogan?
Yes, sir. Yes, Attorney Irish. Can you see my screen, ah?
Yes po.
Baka
Sa akin lang yon. Sa akin lang yung problema.
I think, sir.
Namili fresh pa lang.
Actually, on my end, nothing on the screen.
Sige po. I'll refresh my screen po.
Okay. Prime Gigabuild, tama? And BCD construction.
Yes, sir.
Alright, yeah, it's showing now. Sige, so with that, let's move forward. There's a recommendation for the based on the discussions and presentation that the recommendation of DWG is for the disqualification of Prime Gigabuild Construction Corporation, BCD Construction and Supply, for having offered incomplete bids, and secondly, for the declaration of failure of bidding, considering that all submitted bids have failed to comply with the requirements. Do we have any questions from our members? If there's none, we can have a motion, please. Pang-ilan na to, Attorney Frank?
Sir, first failure, sir. So
First
we are
failure of
also
Catbalogan.
recommending for the rebidding of these projects, sir.
Give me 1 second. Ay, meron akong naalalang message ni DG regarding this. Ako hindi, iba. Anyway, sige. I have no further comments. Members, do you have any questions or comments? If there's none, we'll have a motion, please.
To the chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, please.
Move to adopt the DWG recommendation to declare the bid proposals of Prime Gigabuild, BCD Construction and Supply, qualification for offering a complete bid, and secondly, for the BAC to declare a failure bidding for this project.
I second, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ma'am Vani, Ma'am Dayan. There being a motion duly seconded, the recommendation of TWG for the disqualification of Prime Gigabuild and BCD Construction is hereby adopted. And secondly, for the declaration of failure of bidding for this particular project is also hereby carried. Can we, what's the next step for this, Attorney Frapp? We will have it be posted, or will
Yes,
it
sir,
be
we will be
returned to the
reposting
end
it, sir.
user?
Sir, we will be reposting the project, sir.
Okay, sige, just notify us or inform us of the schedule for this para mahabol natin. Thank you. Is there anything else?
Yes. None for now, Mr. Chair, from the technical working group.
All
None
right. From our members, wala na. If there's none, we can already adjourn the meeting. Once again, maraming salamat po for everyone who attended, especially our members. I know you're in other meetings. Thank you for still giving time. Magandang hapon. Ingat po tayo. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Bye po.
Thank you.